The truth about walking and muscle loss. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Walk 10,000 steps a day to stay strong. But here's a truth most doctors don't say: walking alone will never build muscle after 60. You can walk for miles every single day and still lose strength. Why? Because walking is movement, not resistance. And without resistance, your body forgets how to grow stronger. Many older adults believe they're doing everything right, but still feel weaker each month. It's not your fault. You've simply been following the wrong map. In this episode, I'll show you the 2 most powerful exercises that require no gym, no equipment, and yet have rebuilt strength for thousands of my patients. If you're ready to feel strong again, hit subscribe, and let's begin. Exercise 1: wall push-ups, the forgotten power move for aging muscles. Most people over 60 believe that walking every day is enough to stay strong. But here's the scientific truth: walking only activates about 20–30% of your muscles and barely challenges them. Your body moves, yes, but it never truly works. Now compare that to wall push-ups, a simple equipment-free exercise that activates 60 or 70% of your muscles. That's triple the engagement, especially in the chest, shoulders, arms, and core. For seniors fighting sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, this difference is life-changing because muscle doesn't grow from gentle movement. It grows from resistance, from a healthy amount of stress. And here's where it gets fascinating. Every time you perform a wall push-up, something extraordinary happens at the cellular level, a process called mechanotransduction. This is when your muscle fibers sense pressure and send signals to your DNA, telling it to produce more protein, more strength, more muscle tissue. In other words, your body literally hears your movement and responds by rebuilding itself. A 2023 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed 150 adults aged 65–85. They practiced wall push-ups 3 times per week for 12 weeks. The results: a 31% increase in upper body strength, improved posture, and even a reversal of age-related muscle loss. Lead researcher Dr. Patricia Hammond called it a complete reawakening of dormant muscles. Now, let's make this real with a story from history. Centuries ago in the Hunza Valley of northern Pakistan, farmers spent their lives building stone terraces for their crops. Between loads, they would lean against the walls to rest, then push away to stand tall again. Over time, they realized something incredible. Those who did this daily felt stronger, steadier, more energetic. Without knowing it, they had discovered the natural ancestor of the modern push-up. Even today, Hunza elders in their 80s and 90s perform wall presses every morning, and they're famous for their upright posture and long, vigorous lives. So let's learn their secret, the right way to perform a wall push-up. Step-by-step technique 1. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. 2. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height, fingers pointing upward. Keep your feet hip-width apart. 3. Align your body a straight line from head to heels. No arching back, no drooping hips. 4. Inhale as you slowly bend your elbows and bring your chest toward the wall. Elbows should point slightly downward, not straight out to the sides. 5. Exhale as you press back to the starting position. That's 1 controlled repetition. Start with 8–10 reps and rest for a minute after each set. Do 3 sets. 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are perfect. To increase difficulty, step a few inches further away from the wall. To make it easier, move closer. The goal is smooth, controlled movement, not speed. 2. Common mistakes to avoid using momentum. Many people bounce off the wall. Slow down, let your muscles, not gravity, do the work. Sagging hips or arching back. Keep your core engaged and your spine straight. Imagine your body as one firm board. Elbows flaring out. This puts stress on your shoulders. Instead, angle them about 45 downward, holding your breath. Always breathe. Movement and breath must stay connected. What you'll feel. The first few sessions may surprise you. You'll feel warmth in your chest and arms, a gentle burn, the good kind. Within 2 weeks, most people report standing taller, lifting groceries more easily, even feeling more confident walking upstairs. Because wall push-ups don't just build muscle, they restore your body's conversation with strength. Every repetition is your way of telling your body, I still need you. Stay strong. So try it today 3 times a week. And when you finish your first session, take a moment. Notice your breath. Feel your heartbeat. That's your body reconnecting. Exercise 2. Chair squats, the movement that rebuilds independence. Let's be honest. Walking alone will never build real leg strength. When you walk, your legs move. Yes, but they only work at about 25% of their capacity. Your powerful thigh muscles, the quadriceps, and your largest muscle group, the glutes, remain mostly idle. That's why many seniors who walk daily still feel weak when standing up, climbing stairs, or getting out of bed. Here's the truth. Walking maintains mobility, but chair squats rebuild power. Chair squats activate 75–80% of your major lower body muscles, including the quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves. It's the single most functional movement you can do to restore your ability to stand, climb, and live independently. Because leg strength isn't just about movement, it's about dignity. It's the difference between asking someone for help and rising on your own, between fearing a fall and walking freely again. A groundbreaking study in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health followed 200 adults aged 70 to 92. After performing chair squats 4 times per week for 16 weeks, participants gained an average of 3.7 pounds of lean leg muscle, improved their sit-to-stand time by 43%, and cut their risk of falling by half. Dr. Chen Wei, the lead researcher, described it perfectly. The squat didn't just rebuild strength, it rebuilt confidence. And this movement isn't new. It's ancient wisdom rediscovered. In Bama, a remote village in southern China known for its extraordinary number of centenarians, there's a ritual called platform breathing. Legend says that centuries ago, during a massive flood, villagers had to repeatedly lower themselves onto raised platforms to escape rising water, then stand again when it receded. After days of this movement, they noticed something remarkable. Their legs felt stronger, knee pain vanished, and their energy soared. To this day, Bama elders, even at 95 or 100, perform platform squats every morning and evening. It's a rhythm of gratitude and vitality that keeps them rooted in life. Let's bring that same vitality into your daily routine. How to do chair squats correctly. Find a stable chair, one that won't slide or tip. 2. Stand directly in front of it. Feet shoulder-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. 3. Extend your arms straight in front of you at shoulder height for balance. 4. Lower yourself slowly by pushing your hips backward first, not your knees forward. Keep your chest lifted, back straight, and eyes looking forward. Your knees should stay in line with your toes, never caving inward. 5. Touch the chair lightly with your hips, do not sit down fully. 6. Pause for half a second, then press through your heels to rise back up, squeezing your glutes at the top. Start with 10–12 repetitions, 3 sets per session, resting 90 seconds between sets. If you need support, it's okay to sit down briefly between reps or place your hands lightly on your thighs. The goal is control, not speed. For best results, perform this exercise 4 times a week, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Your legs recover quickly, and the increased frequency accelerates adaptation. Common mistakes to avoid: dropping too fast. You lose control and stress your knees. Letting the knees cave inward, keep them aligned with your feet. Leaning forward, this shifts the load to your lower back. Forgetting to breathe, inhale on the way down. Exhale as you stand up. What you'll feel. The first few sessions may challenge you. Your thighs might shake. Your glutes might burn. That's good. That's strength waking up. Within 23 weeks, you'll notice that standing feels lighter, walking feels smoother, and that chair that used to trap you now feels like your training partner. Every repetition is more than a motion, it's a message to your body. I'm not done. I'm rebuilding. So do this 4 times a week without fail. Because every controlled sit and rise isn't just exercise, it's an act of independence. And with every rep, you're not just training your muscles, you're reclaiming your freedom. Do this 4 times a week and feel what it's like to stand tall again. Warning section: the 3 most dangerous exercises every senior must avoid. Let's pause for a moment, because before you continue rebuilding your strength, there's something critical you must understand. Many seniors, maybe even you, are unknowingly doing exercises that silently destroy the very muscles and joints they're trying to protect. After decades of treating older adults with back injuries, torn shoulders, and damaged knees, I can tell you with certainty these 3 exercises cause more harm than good. And what makes them so dangerous isn't that they're wrong, it's that they look harmless. And sit-ups and crunches, the silent spine killer. You've seen it everywhere: fitness pages, TV shows, even senior wellness classes. The promise: strengthen your core, burn belly fat. The truth for aging spines: sit-ups and crunches are a ticking time bomb. Every time you curl forward, you're compressing your spinal discs, those delicate cushions between your vertebrae that protect your nerves. In youth, they recover fast, but with age, they dry out and lose elasticity. Each repetition is like squeezing an old sponge once too many, and it cracks. It starts subtly: stiffness in the morning, a twinge in your lower back. Then one day, you bend over, and pain shoots down your leg, a herniated disc. Take Michaela, 73. She was determined, doing 40 sit-ups every morning for 8 months. Her belly barely changed, but her back did for the worse. One morning, she couldn't even get out of bed without her husband's help. We stopped her sit-ups immediately and replaced them with safer core work, slow leg raises, and gentle planks on the wall. Within 3 weeks, her pain faded. Within 2 months, she was pain-free and stronger than before. Lessened sit-ups don't build functional strength, they steal your mobility. Your spine isn't meant to bend and twist endlessly. It's meant to support and stabilize. 2. Behind the neck press, the shoulder destroyer. The second mistake is often seen in gyms: the behind the neck press. It looks impressive lifting weights behind your head, feeling the burn in your shoulders. But here's the hidden cost: your shoulder joint isn't designed for that angle. When you push from behind the head, you force the joint into unnatural external rotation. For younger athletes, the rotator cuff, a set of small stabilizing tendons, can tolerate it. But in seniors, those tendons have already endured decades of wear. One wrong rep, and the fibers tear like paper. Let me tell you about Rob, 68. His trainer insisted he do behind-the-neck dumbbell presses to improve posture. At first, it felt fine. Then came the ache, the sleepless nights, the day he couldn't lift his arm high enough to brush his hair. When he came to my clinic, his rotator cuff was inflamed and partially torn. He had to stop all upper body exercise for 3 months. The result: not only shoulder pain, but total muscle loss from inactivity. 8 months later, he finally regained strength, but 2 years of progress were gone. Lesson: never put your joints in a position evolution didn't design them for. If you want strong shoulders, press in front of your body. not behind your head. Protect your movement. 3. Leg extension machine. The knee crusher. The last one is sneaky and you'll find it in nearly every gym. The leg extension machine looks simple and safe. Sit down. Lift your legs. Feel your thighs work. But here's the cruel irony the motion creates: shearing force across your knee joint, straining the ligaments that hold it together. For older adults, it's devastating. Instead of strengthening your knees, it grinds them down. That sharp pain under the kneecap after leg day, that's your body warning you. What most people don't know is that this machine was originally created for rehabilitation, not everyday strength training. It's meant for short-term therapy under supervision, not for seniors using it 3 times a week with heavy weight. Lesson: if you want strong legs, don't isolate, integrate. Do chair squats, step-ups, or gentle lunges that train your muscles to work together as they do in real life. From science to humanity, these warnings aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to protect you. Because I've seen what happens when someone ignores them: the slow loss of freedom, the look of regret when simple movements become impossible. Your body isn't fragile, it's wise. It remembers pain, protects itself, and always tells the truth. Listen to it. Every time you skip a sit-up, avoid a behind-the-neck press, or stay off that knee machine, you're not being lazy. You're being smart. You're choosing strength that lasts. Avoid these 3 and protect your progress, because in the end, longevity isn't just about how long we live, it's about how well we move. Nutrition: the missing 80% of strength. Most people believe building muscle is about movement, more walking, more workouts, more effort. But here's the truth: few realize you can't out-exercise poor nutrition. Your muscles are not built during the workout. They are built in the recovery, and recovery is impossible without the right fuel. Every push-up, every squat, every movement is a message your body sends: rebuild me stronger. But if your bloodstream lacks the protein, vitamins, and minerals to respond, that message is lost and your effort goes unrewarded. That's why so many seniors say, "I've been exercising, but I still feel weak." It's not because your body has failed, it's because it's waiting for the nutrients that tell it how to rebuild. Protein is the architect of your muscle. Omega-3s are the scaffolding that protect your brain and joints. Magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins. They're the invisible engineers keeping your energy alive. Without them, you're building a house with no foundation. And yet, the miracle is this: it's never too late to nourish strength. Even after 60, 70, or 80, your body still listens. When you feed it well, it answers back. The same meals that once seemed simple: eggs, fish, beans, leafy greens, can become your greatest medicine. Because food is not just calories, it's communication. So as you move, remember this: exercise challenges the muscle. Nutrition restores it. One without the other is like breathing in but never breathing out. Tonight, don't just ask yourself, "Did I work out?" Ask, "Did I feed my recovery?" Because that's where strength begins quietly, from within. And that's where well in today, not with fear, but with power. Because every time you choose to move, you choose to live. The 2 exercises you learned today, wall push-ups and chair squats, aren't just physical routines. They are symbols of strength, courage, and renewal. Remember, aging doesn't take your strength away, inaction does. And rebuilding doesn't require youth, just intention. Start small, start slow, but start today. Every push, every rise from that chair is a quiet victory over time itself. If this message touched you, share it with someone who needs hope: a parent, a friend, a neighbor. Because when one person moves, the whole community grows stronger. Stay connected, stay curious, and stay kind to your body. Well, see you in the next episode, where we continue proving that aging isn't the end of vitality, it's the beginning of mastery.